Hey guys, what's up? It's Danielle. So welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be going through my planner slash project cart. Now, I do have a desk, which I have shown you guys in the past, and I need to do an update, like an updated video, because things have changed a little bit. And yeah, I don't have everything stored in there anymore. So these are the planner things that I reach for most often. And I do have my stickers on my bookshelf, which is right next to my desk. So it's super easy for me to grab. And I really just put the stuff on here that I use pretty much all the time. And I guess I will preface this by saying that I have no clue where this cart is from. I bought it secondhand off of Facebook Marketplace. It is a really nice cart. I just have no clue where it's from. So I apologize. I do not know where it came from. But anyways, it is a nice cart. I mean, it's stable. It's pretty wide, to be quite honest. So it works perfectly for my needs. But anyways, like I said, all of my, stickers that I have in my binders like this, these all sit on my bookshelf right by my desk. So it's really easy for me when I'm planning to just grab that. These are the things where it's kind of like, I like to look at them and I don't know, it makes me happy. So right off the bat, we have my inserts, and these are all for pocket. So these are all punched and everything. I did go over how I have them organized in my planner vlog that I shared with you guys last week. So it's honestly nothing fancy, but I really do like this. It doesn't fit exactly. That's why it's kind of just sitting like that, but I realize it kind of works out to my advantage because it's easier for me to kind of file through things. Then right here, I have all of my washi. This is all the washi that I have. I used to have way more, and I'm legitimately trying to use all of these. So we'll get there someday, but right now, that is all that I have. I think I bought, excuse me, maybe 2 or 3 new ones in the last year, but that's about it. Back here, we have my other most used stickers. So these are like the Avery type stickers that I like to use primarily in my Mochi A5. Basically, that's like what all of this is. And then I also have my Pip Sticks back there. Excuse me. I keep those in their original, packaging, just because it's a lot easier to keep them corralled. And like, since they're basically like monthly collections, I want to just, I don't know, keep them together like that. Right here, I have this organizer, which I use for when I organize my cash for cash envelope stuffing, which I'm hoping I can get back into again this year. It's going to be a little bit different than it was in the past, but I will fill you guys in on that when we get there. And then right here, I have all of these. These are like fake Tombos. I got a really good deal on these last year around, I think it was around like Black Friday or whatever. So I just thought, it was a good idea. And then I do have dry erase markers in the back because I have, I'll show you. I have a dry erase board right here. And I apologize for the glare, but this is what I use to track not only my projects, but also I use it for like outstanding tasks that I know I'm going to forget about, and just, anything else in general. Like if I have a lot coming up in the next couple of days, I'll put everything that's super important on there. I do have things in my planners So there's a lot of redundancy, but that just is easier for me because then I am able to memorize things. And if you are curious, I have a lot of magnets. I also, whoa, why are we not focusing? I also took my very small collection of mini brands stuff and I turned them into magnets. So that's what that is. But anyways, getting back to the point of this video. Now, like I said before, this is a planner slash project cart. So it does house, you know, my crochet projects. And I've really been trying hard to limit what I'm working on. So there's essentially two types of projects that I end up doing. Ones that I can do in a short amount of time that will give me a very quick release of dopamine. And ones that apparently take me forever. There's like no in between. I don't know why. It's just ADHD brain. So that's basically what the rest of this cart is dedicated towards. I do have this flower that I made. This actually used to hang at my desk at my last job, and it was like one of the few things that kept me from wanting to die constantly, you know, corporate America. And then on the side here, I have this, it's kind of like a duffel bag, but it's meant for your yarn and like crochet and knitting stuff. So you can keep your yarn in there and then you can have it coming out of these grommets and you can like travel with it. It's really cool. I got this a couple years ago from my mom for Christmas, but my cats have a really bad tendency to run away with my yarn. So that is something I definitely have gotten good use out of. Now, this second tier right here has stuff like my current projects, and this is all of them. I pretty much have forced myself to keep my current projects on this cart. Obviously, if I'm working on them, then, you know, I'll work on them and then put them back. But this is just really, really easy to grab. So I have Mudang that I still haven't finished right here. And I'm not going to take it out, but under Mudang, I don't know if you can see that, there's like parts that go to the Mudang. So like, you know, like the accent pieces. So like the ears, the eyes, what have you. And then over here, I have other stuff that I'm working on. So I'm not going to go into all of this, but I try to keep whatever size hook I'm using for that project with the project. And for the most part, that's been working, but I've also been tracking my crochet projects in my planner. And that has really helped me a lot because I can write down, you know, what size hook I'm using and the yarn and all that. So that's been working out really well for me. And it's just really easy. I can just come over here, kind of rifle through whatever I want to work on whenever I want to. And I can either sit at my desk or I can go somewhere else in my house and work on it. And it's been working out really nicely, to be quite honest. And before I had my projects everywhere and it was driving me crazy. So this has really been a very big help for me to kind of keep things corralled, you know, make it so I don't have baskets of yarn everywhere. And yeah, it's been really nice. All right, moving down to the very last portion of the cart, the last third, I have kind of like an overflow of yarn, and I broke my own rule last year. I have a cabinet where I store all of my yarn, and I'm not allowed to buy yarn unless I can fit it in that cabinet. Well, I didn't know that I was going to try to make a sweater at the end of last year. So yeah, that's what all this yarn is for. It is for a sweater that I'm currently making. Then I also have this, which is a piece of like an old curtain that I cut down. And I've been using that as kind of like a base for when I use this. And it's been working out pretty well. And then right here, I just have some extra batting that I need in order to finish my mudang. But this cart has genuinely been really helpful, and I do love it a lot. I think it's, you know, it's a really very good idea. If I wanted to, I could literally just take the whole cart and like drag it around with me up here, but you know, it's a little excessive. Obviously, I don't store like my smaller crochet items on here because those are actually right over here in my desk. So I guess now that I said that, I'll show you. So all I have to do is come over here and everything is in this drawer. So there's really not a whole lot to it. I just have, you know, stuff organized in a way that makes sense to me. So in this basket, I have my stitch markers, and I got these last year. These are really nice. They're like little squishy like handles for your hooks. And then I have one of two pairs of my favorite Fiskars folding scissors. You can travel with those, which I like. Then we have my favorite little box. This is how I travel with my crochet stuff. So I have this little container, which I think used to have earbuds in it. I just put some of my, you know, stitch markers in there. This is how I store all of my needles. And I did make a new one because my last one was getting really gross looking. And it was getting like really loose. And then this is my other pair of foldable scissors. So what I do if I'm traveling or if I just want to, you know, take one of my projects and work on it in a different place in my house, I'll open this drawer, take this out, grab whatever hook I need, throw it in here, and then I can just run around and do whatever. Then in here, this is where I house all of my other crochet hooks. So obviously I'm not using all of these at the same time, but you know, I throw them all in the same thing. I just rifle through it to find what I need. It's been working out pretty well. This is like this was a case that I don't remember what came in it, but my mom ordered something over the holidays and this had something in it. So I sold the case, and because I was like, oh, I can use this for, you know, my crochet stuff. So it's just another option. And then right here, I also have some knitting needles and a Tunisian crochet hook. I don't knit. I personally hate knitting, but I used to, so I still have the hooks. And then this last thing right here is just the strap that goes to the little duffel bag. So anyways, everything is really easy for me to grab right off of this cart. It has eliminated a lot of clutter in my office, and I love it so much. It's just working out really well for me. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll talk to you all in my next video. Bye, guys.